All right, so for example, your first 3 days are free, and that's a full 3 days. So that's 24, 48, 72 hours, so you can start and stop it. So if I want to search via location, like we were just searching, I'm gonna go to settings. It's taking longer now that so I had it set up to just like. And what it was liking is things in my feed. I turned off locations because I didn't want it to like just via location. I wanted it to like my followers and the people I was following, their posts. So it literally does that for me. So instead of me spending an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day doing that to make sure that they follow me back or that I'm still giving my love, it's doing that for me. And what happens when somebody you don't recognize keeps liking your stuff? You check out their feed, right? So you can change these. So now, since I was just liking for a while, I'm gonna go likes, follow, and unfollow. And I'm gonna set this all up to do exactly what I just showed you how to do manually. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. So I don't want it to like, follow, and unfollow via hashtags, okay? So I have that unchecked. I want it to by location. And then now I'm gonna have it turn off. Sorry, you guys are in my way over here. I'm gonna turn off the, I don't want it to like my followers things or my followings. I just want it to like via location. Meaning, as I put in these manual locations I want it to like their pictures at, I want it to just like theirs, not my feed right now. So I switch this back and forth every so often. Reason being is because, again, I'm now giving love to my people that I already have following and following. I'm following them. So I'm going to turn this off too, because you can have it like, comment, or like, follow, unfollow people via your that are liking your stuff. So I'm turning that off right there too. So if someone's giving me love, I want to give them love back. Stop it. There we go. When you first start, I recommend you put this on slow speed. Now that I've got the hang of it, I have it on fast, and it will set this up for you. I don't want comments. Why is it saying comments per hour? There we go. Follows per hour, 25. So right now, 60 follows an hour can trigger Instagram to be spammy. And that's something I just learned from John Eric. So it'll tell you what all of these things mean as you go through. So 50% means it's linear delays, meaning every 10 seconds or every 30 seconds it does an action. I want it to be kind of sporadic, so I have it at 70%. Like, I don't want it to seem like it's every 10 seconds to trigger Instagram. Media age, 3 days, so I don't want to follow or unfollow someone who hasn't tagged that location in the past 3 days. So you can change that to a week, you can change it to whatever. I have it at 3 days. Any media type, meaning video or photo. I want it a minimum of 3 likes on that photo. Reason being is because I don't want someone to post something nasty and now I'm liking and following them. So when people post nasty things, they don't get likes on their things. So that's why I set it to at least 3. And then I have it a maximum of 100. I don't want to follow someone who has 10,000 followers and never sees my stuff. So it takes a minute to set all this up. You can kind of go through these individually and play with it. But as you can see, a lot of them I have off. User profile filter means I'm excluding any users that have no avatar, no picture of themselves, and they have less than 10 posted media, meaning they're hardly on Instagram. Or if they have no name in their profile, I'm excluding them. So I want people that are on there and know what they're doing, right? If you guys are with me, just speak up. because I minimized you. Now you can also get it to comment for you. If I had selected comment, and it's going to go to those different locations, and all of these comments I have set up, it's going to comment those automatically. So like this is what I had it set up to comment on Wednesdays on anybody who had the locations I'm about to set forth, and it randomizes it. So again, it's drawing attention to your feed. Close. Unfollow source. All meaning unfollow people that I've also followed manually. Otherwise, it'll only unfollow people that Instagram only followed. I just put all. The cycle is 30. Some of these I'm still playing with. And I only want to unfollow those who don't follow me. So I have that checked. I don't want to unfollow someone who's already following me. That would not be cool.
No, I want this.
Not right now, baby. If I were following via hashtag, this is where you can add your hashtags. These were automatically in here. I don't follow via hashtag, so I might eventually. What? Okay, just a second. But here's where I'm at location-wise. So if I were gonna maybe have it commenting via hashtag, I might put like mommy stuff, like C-section mom, which I am, or like happy birthday, hashtag happy birthday, and I might have the comments all say like, oh my gosh, enjoy your day, oh happy birthday, I hope you enjoy it, you know, things like that. But that's something I'll play with later. So locations, this is where you can add your locations. I am going to get rid of some of these because I've had them in here for a while and I just don't want the same people. Valley, oops, sorry. But, oh, she's sleeping, baby. So you guys can see these locations. These are all locations kind of near me. Or I also found out that there's a certain area that has never heard of It Works. So I search like different restaurants near that area because I want to be the first in that area. So I want people that are going to those restaurants. Now think when you're putting in your locations, where is my target market hanging out? You know, if I put in like just gyms, well, then you're going to get a bunch of meatheads that are probably either already part of something or a personal trainer, which could be good or bad. So you gotta vary it up. So I might look. I used to live in Orlando, so let me think of a wine bar. Lake Eola. I'm going to search Lake Eola. The word. Now, you guys don't want to follow the same locations as I am right now. So I would say out of respect for letting me have you on here, if you could just not follow Lake Eola stuff, that would be great. Otherwise, we're going to all have the same followers. Lake Eola Park, Lake Eola Downtown, Relax Grill. Lake Eola, Lake Eola Wine Company, yes. People that drink wine have a disposable income to do that. The farmer's market, the park, the swan boats, dirty bingo. I like people with the humor. World of Beer, they got money to booze it up. The farmer's market, Menchie's, heck yeah. Eola Park Lake. So get creative. Harvest Cafe and Smoothies. And then I just hit add. So I might put Gladden Farms is a place near me. I put Community Park, Gladden Farms. Gladden Farm. It is not. And then that's it. So Now it's already stopped. So now I want to like, follow, and unfollow. I just hit start. So I paid for a month for $9.99, but you can start and stop this. Every time you change your settings, you have to restart it.
Can I ask a question right fast?
Yeah.
What exactly is that website? What does it do? I missed that part.
So we were talking at the beginning, how to manually like follow and build your following on Instagram.
Okay.
I recorded that, so I'll put it up on my YouTube channel so you can kind of see that.
Okay.
And yeah, we kind of just went over how to manually do that. Now this is just doing everything I just did manually for me. So
Okay, thank you.
I know that's like crazy to think, and I go in manually all the time. Once a day I at least go in manually because I can now I want to know what's going on. I want to be able to comment or message people something thoughtful. It's just that I was spending like 4 to 5 hours a day on Instagram at one point. And granted, like I was getting like 4 to 6 enrollments out of it a month, but it just, that's not for me. I don't want to be on my phone. Like I didn't join this business to not be able to enjoy my life with my family. So that's just not for me. So that being said, someone asked a question here. Oh, sorry. I just saw your question in the chat. So that being said, it's like, I'm just setting it up to do what I would be doing manually anyways. Now, as far as Instagram goes, like keeping things, the next step I do, this is kind of, here we go. I was showing you guys how I like message people on their stories.
Mama, I put a new hand sanitizer on me. Did you know that?
Oh, okay. Next time, don't do it unless you ask, okay? All right, so now, instead of me spending the 4 to 5 hours doing that, I can now go to my posts and message people that have liked this and say, hey, like, any chance you know anyone that would be interested in being a product tester for, you know what I'm saying? So what you do is you click this little arrow. The first thing I do is kind of see who it is. Like, have I talked to them? This is a business. I don't want to message them that. Denise AZ. This person I have been talking to already for a while. So sometimes I might, if I forget if I have, you can click here and hit send message and just say, hey girl, how have you been? And just kind of it'll pull up like the old message. And so like I've already messaged her about stuff. She actually doesn't live local right now. She travels, she's in Chile. So there's nothing I can really do, but she's interested. So Dika, whatever. I'm just like looking at her stuff. So I see D is her name. So as you saw that, like at the top, D. So now what I'm going to do is go back. I'm going to hit this and put D. I'm going to pull her up. Did I spell it wrong? There we go. I'm going to go, hey D, do you know anyone that may be interested in doing a product challenge for our new probiotics? They are so amazing for so many health and skincare reasons. Hope you had a fabulous whoa. So I can go through each of these likes and do that.
So question, I've never seen, like, I've never messaged someone like that instead of saying like, Are you interested?
Yeah, because now what it's doing, it's showing them that picture that they liked. Do you see in this message how it's showing them what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
So if you hit that reply button on the picture, it sends them the picture. Send to blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go through all of these and do that. Just make sure as you're doing it, you're being thoughtful. Like check their profile out first. Make sure it's not their birthday, anniversary. Just like on Facebook. Make sure they're not a distributor. Make sure they're not with another company that, might already have something. You just be thoughtful, Same with my, like this one. I have 31 likes and it's about my business. The picture doesn't look like it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of does because it says it works, but now I can go through these 31 likes and message every single one and say, I always just say, hey, this person doesn't have a name, so I'll just say like Sabrina right here. Hey, Sabrina, oh my gosh, that picture of you and the girls in the sunflowers is beautiful. That's my favorite flower. I was kind of thinking you seem like you love your girls so much and you like to have adventure with them. Would you or anyone be interested in making some extra money from home? And I have gotten distributors this way. I get a lot of ignores. I get like maybe 6 out of 10 ignores. I get 3 to 4 yeses out of 10. And then I get maybe 1 to 2 that actually pull the trigger or become a customer. So if you had to message 100 people to get 10 distributors, would it be worth it? Hell yeah. So I do that, but I'm thoughtful about it. Like, see, I'm looking at her stuff. I'm talking about her family. It's not a mass copy paste crap. It's me complimenting them and just asking, being a professional asker. Now, these are all things I had to learn on my own. As you continue with like your Instagram journey, you're going to find new buttons pop up. So when you see something you've never used before, click it. When I saw that, I was like, oh, it says send to. And then I just picked a friend and I was like, hey, I'm just testing this out, like trying to figure out what it does, So those are all things you're going to want to play with. Like go and play with your buttons and figure out. Like, I love saving my Blitz contacts and going in and, like, going to my contacts and now following them on Instagram. All of that. Now, I do go back and delete, like, before and after pictures. After about 2 days after I've reached out to everyone that I liked or commented, I go back and delete it because I want my profile to look clean, clear, crisp. I want people to go, oh yeah, like she looks fun. Like I want to follow her. So that sort of a thing. All right, you guys have questions on Instagram? Oh, Megan, you keep them late. Oh, you're gonna have to go back to the beginning. I recorded it, okay?
I just got the notification. I was like, crap. So I'll have to watch the
okay.
recording.
I knew you had to work like later, so I was like, let me tag her in this. I don't know when, so for those of you who don't have like supportive spouses, just don't work this when they're home. And so Joey really likes me to spend, like I love him, but he's needy. He like really wants attention. He got spoiled when I, was able to bring him home from work, and it all of a sudden, like he was like resentful when I was working. And I'm like, dude, like, you don't have to work. Like, what the hell? So he actually went back to work because it was like really hurting our relationship. And so he works part-time. So when he's out doing work for my dad or out, he's a bartender, then I'm doing this because that's what you do. Like you spend your power hours like getting things done. So I'm going to stop the recording here.